Few things compare to the fight of a smallmouth. Pound for pound, they are, in this angler's opinion, one of the hardest fighting freshwater fish. With that in mind, one morning this summer, I set out on a solo outing to catch these post-spawn bronzebacks. Hello everybody, I'm your host of LTTL Outdoors, Isaac Duralno, and without further ado, this is Post-Spawn Smallmouths. This episode took place on June 20th, 2015 at location X. Air temperatures were in the mid-70s with water temperatures in the low 60s. There were mostly clear skies with variable upper-level clouds. Winds were blowing from the south at around 9 miles per hour, and water conditions were clear with visibility extending beyond several feet. My initial goal was to find fish and gradually put together the pieces of the day's puzzle to develop a pattern. To accomplish that, I tied on a Strike King 1.5 square bill to use as a search bait, and a wacky rigged 4-inch yum dinger in case I saw any roaming fish, which is common at location X. This simple combo also allowed me to have a nice balance between power and finesse fishing, so I could fish as quickly or slowly as I wanted. I started my day pitching the Senko to isolated pieces of shoreline cover. I picked up a couple of fish in 3 to 6 feet of water off from submerged boulders, but switched to the crank to see if I could cover more water. The crank was fruitless, so I switched back to the Senko and continued down the bank. The bank was scattered with large boulders and laydowns, which provided plenty of structure for me to fish. My first decent fish, a 16-inch smallie, was holding near a rock in 3 feet of water next to an abandoned dock. As the morning progressed, I continued to figure out the pattern. At that point in the year, as the post-spawn progressed into its latter stages, the bass were beginning to feed more actively and gradually transition into a summertime pattern. On that particular day, when the sun rose above the tree line, a distinct boundary of light and shadow was formed along the water. Smallies related to the shady zone. A quick tip for finding summertime bass is to look for 4 things that fish tend to relate to during the stressful dog days of summer. Bass relate to deeper water, taking advantage of the cooler temperatures. Vegetation, because of the increased oxygen content, product of photosynthesis. Current, because of the higher oxygen content, a result of the flowing water. And finally shade, because it keeps them out of direct sunlight, and like the deeper water, provides cooler temperatures. Since the bass were transitioning into summertime behavior, when I started catching bass in the shade, I stuck to that pattern, a decision which proved to be successful that day. Based on that pattern, I caught all but one of my best 5 fish in shallow, shaded water. The last fish, a chunky 17.5 incher, came on the crank off a large isolated boulder. That fish turned out to be my only catch on that bait. Otherwise, the slow, fluttering sink of the Dinger turned on the bite, helping me catch two 16.5 inchers, a 17, and an 18. My best 5 weighed between 11 and 12 pounds that day. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, let me know by leaving a thumbs up below. Comment below with a video you'd like to see me make in the future. Make sure to stay tuned to LTTL Outdoors by liking us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/LTTL Outdoors. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well at LTTL Outdoors. Also, to see future episodes of LTTL Outdoors, subscribe below. Thanks again, and until next time, long tines and tight lines.